Hello, you should be able to hear me. Hello, hello. I am on a different microphone right now, so I might sound a little bit different, but hi. I actually did not test this microphone before deciding I was gonna go live. So, I assume and hope you can hear me. That's what we'll say. Also, with Mix It Up, the thing that I used to do the roll calls, it's, you can redeem the roll call, but it wasn't actually counting, but I think I just fixed it, so anybody new who comes in who does a roll call should still actually get the counter to go up. I think there is something to do with moving that fucked with my settings, but I think I just tweaked it and fixed it. So no, I didn't forget how to stream. I could never forget how to stream. I might be very forgetful, but that's one thing that it's ingrained in my system. I will never forget that. Sounds fine? Good, good. Oh yeah, and of course, before I get off the rails, because I feel like I have a billion things I want to talk about, but I don't remember what any of them are. I have no idea what we're going to talk about today, but we'll figure it out. But first, before I forget, behold, the world's 9th greatest detective and independent investigator. It is I, Osian, Whitlock, at your service. And we fucking did it! We moved! Yippee! This is now, in the time that I've been streaming, the 3rd place I've lived. Crazy. And so, yes, we have gone from my old apartment. Gone are the days of living by myself, for I officially have roommates. Yay! Except I'm home alone right now. Also, yay! Hold up, speaking of which, I should probably tell them. I'm gonna say, I'm live on stream. Please don't dox me when you get home. Alright, so there we are. Yes, I officially do have roommates. I moved my stuff in. Now, I had about a week of overlap where... Wait, what? What is this message I received? So, I think I've been... Oh, that means I'm gonna guess I was... The response I got to Please Don't Dox Me was DCDA, which I'm guessing means don't care, didn't ask? Followed by a... I feel like I'm deciphering some strange, ancient language. It just says DCDA JK Heart. So I assume that means don't care, didn't ask, just kidding. Sounds like a Leo response. Not Leo, actually. That was the other roommate. So, if you don't know, Mr. Leonik Vladov is one of my 2 roommates. And then there's another one who I don't know how we're referring to the other guy yet. So, I'll figure that out eventually. Oh, okay. We know his name is White Snake. There we go. So, I will refer to him as White from now on. Which... is a little confusing because I guess you could shorten my last name to Wit. I feel like people have called me Wit before. It's fine. But yes, so... What was I saying? I'm already forgetting. Well, actually, before we get too locked and loaded, do I have a shot glass... or do I have a small glass nearby for the... purpose of partaking in friendship nectar? No, I don't. I do have a bottle nearby, though. Maybe I just... You know what? I'm grabbing the bottle. I don't care. Hold up. Let me break my legs real quick and my neck so I can get this bottle. Ugh. My floor is still a mess. Yippee! Oh, wait. Oh, duh. Hold up. I've got my headset mic hooked up. I can walk around and you guys can still hear me. All right. Hold up. Oh, we're getting this one out. There's not much of this left, and this is pretty cheap shit, so we're gonna finish this bottle. This is not the kind of thing that you should drink from the bottle straight, so it'll be fine. Kitsuo, welcome on in. Welcome, welcome. Well, I feel like every time you come in and it says first time chat, do you just always make a new account? I feel like I've seen it say first time chatter for you a billion times. You're not getting up to trouble, huh? You're not constantly getting banned, are you? Oh, wait, hold up. I have no idea if this mic's gonna be able to pick this up. Oh, that was kind of pathetic, I'm gonna be honest, but good enough. So, before we get started yapping about whatever it's gonna be, I don't know. I'm mainly gonna be complaining, I think. But we're gonna do a quick cheers to an exciting future where I'm not constantly broke. So, raise your glass if you have one, and cheers, everyone. Woo! Holy, damn, okay. Yeah, this stuff is not meant to be drank from the bottle. Woo! That's fine. So yes, I moved, let's see. A week ago today. Cheers to not being broke. Can't relate. Yeah, I'm leaving you all. I'm going off to paradise, to a better land. Have fun being broke, losers. This is America, Gramps. You're always gonna be penny pinching. I don't think so, actually, because I looked ahead at my budget, and I'm gonna be saving a lot of money a month, especially in, like, I don't have a car yet. As I'm saving up for a car, I will be able to save. I'm okay, between my new promotion, my increase in hours, and my lower rent, I'm going from living paycheck to paycheck and occasionally having to ask people for money to pay rent to probably being able to save $2,000 a month that I can put in a savings account. Maybe I shouldn't talk about my financial situation, but like, it's fucking, like, it is night and day how different this is about to be. Because, oh, my first paycheck with the new promotion came in like 2 weeks, or like last week, I want to say. Dude, oh my lord. It's like, holy shit, why do I get paid so much more for just sitting on my ass for 10 hours? I mean, it's great, don't get me wrong. I feel like I'm cheating somehow. Like, I'm cheating the system. You're not in an old people's home, it's not... I'll have you know, I am youthful and spry. I cleaned up and shaved a lot because, you know, during the move, I was very disheveled, I'll be honest. And last night, I decided to clean up and shave. And, oh, I feel so nice and smooth. It's a really good feeling. And you know what? Is that why you're stuttering? I just always stutter. Youthful and spry equals definitely over 30? Nah, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm forever 21, guys. I'm forever 21. Ah, Enno, welcome on in, welcome. Also, back reading. I know that paycheck got you giggling. Oh yeah, I was kicking my feet back and forth. Yippee! You're being generous with 30. I'd say 70. Well, you know what? I'm like a wine, really, right? I get better with age. Hold up, the Longfather. Bam, he's ready. He's permanently on my OBS. I can just anytime I want. He's just there. Maybe once I eventually get a new overlay, I will. What I can do is I can like somehow incorporate him into the overlay. Probably not. This picture might be copyrighted somehow. I do not know. He could be longer. Hold up. What's the right button? Ah, that's not the right button. What is the right button? There it is. Perfect. Wait, since when do you have glasses? How long have I been away? Damn, I think I've been doing glasses for a few months now. I think I look good in glasses. Yeah, that's my... Hold up, I'm gonna zoom in the room very slightly. It looks like it was like a pixel off on the side. You know what? That's good enough for me. Osian real? No way. Juanio, welcome on in, welcome. Feel like it's been a while. And yes, I am in fact real. I am alive again after finally doing my move. And with the move, the way it worked is that my roommates and I, we were able to move in last Friday, a week ago from yesterday, right? And I, however, you know, I work full-time hours with my new promotion, and I was, in fact, very busy and did not have a way to transport all my things. So I was like, I'll just do all of my moving on Saturday. Problem is that week beforehand, leading up to the Friday where we were going to be able to move, I was supposed to be doing a lot of packing, which I did. I did do a lot of packing and a lot of cleaning, but because I didn't just set aside like one day to actually do it, I would get home from work, I would already be tired and exhausted. I would try to ride the momentum of already being productive, and then I would just end up collapsing and falling asleep really early. So I really didn't get much packing done. The Friday rolled around where the others were moving. I wasn't able to join them. So then on Saturday, get a U-Haul. U-Hauls cost money. I have Brosian. Brosian has a big-ass truck. Problem solved. And also, I wouldn't want to drive a U-Haul. I've had to before, because contrary to belief, just because I don't have a car doesn't mean, like, I know how to drive a car. I have a license. How much is a U-Haul? I don't know, like $40? Look, if you think I could afford a U-Haul, you overestimate my finances. Or at least you previously did. But now, my current finances, I'm still broke until my next paycheck. And probably my next few as I'm paying some things off. But then, I'm gonna be sitting fucking pretty. Oh, it's gonna be fantastic. It's gonna be amazing. But yeah, so I didn't give myself enough time to pack, and by the time Saturday rolled around, I was like, well, damn, I still have so much to do. I woke up at like 6 a.m. and yeah, so I woke up at 6 a.m. and just fucking powered through as much of packing and cleaning as possible. And eventually, I wasn't successful whatsoever, and Brosian arrived and was like, hey, what the fuck? Why didn't you have all your shit packed? You said you were going to. And I was like, I'm sorry, I wanted to. I've been trying. Give me a break. I am but a meager fellow who's not capable of everything. Soon enough, he'll be able to afford luxuries such as hot water and non-moldy bread. Let me tell you, the new shower that I have... The new shower is so fucking nice. It doesn't go cold at all. It gets hot so fast. Like, oh, dude, it's amazing. I love it so much. You have better financial stability than you thought, trust. Now I will. 100%. Oh, it's going to be so nice. Are we going to see a sibling fight? I don't know if I'll ever bring Brosian on stream. Maybe. That is a very hard maybe that I ever would consider that. Probably not, though. The most I could see myself doing is, like, doing a... Like, I don't know, just, like, a short video with him, maybe? Or, like, an edited video of us playing something. Actually, speaking of us fighting, I'm a little piece of shit. So... Like, while I was having to disassemble stuff in order to make the move, I had to use Allen wrenches a lot. And Brosian saw the way that I use an Allen wrench. And, you know, the way I do it, the way I use Allen wrenches, is that I put the long end of the Allen wrench into the hole, and I twirl the small end. My reason being is that you're able to do a lot of twirls, and it goes by faster, because, like, sure, if it's a really hard thing, you start with the longer way, but, like, you know, it might bump into things, you might have to readjust a lot, but if you use the... Is that not how you use it? No, you're supposed to put the short end into the hole and then use the long end and go in a circle. And so when he saw me not doing it that way, Brosian was like, dude, like, what are you doing? Like, you're doing it wrong. I'm like, no, like, there's an actual proper reason for this, I promise. And that was a whole fucking thing. And he was like, you need to learn how, what torque is. You need to learn about, hold on, let me find his exact words. Oh, the roll call does work now. Yippee, Sarah, welcome on in, welcome. Let me see what his exact words are. Directional force. He kept telling me, you gotta learn about torque and directional force. I'm like, but if I do it your way, then it's constantly fucking bumping into shit, and I can't do a lot of spins, and it doesn't go by as fast. And so whoop-de-fucking-do, during, yesterday? Yeah, I think yesterday, I sent a video to him. I sent a video of me using the Allen wrench, and in my way, because his way didn't work. Hold on, can I actually play the audio from that video? Let me make sure that I didn't, like, say anything that would dox me. Never mind, my video, or my voice sounds terrible in that video. Holy shit. Like, my voice sounds like this in that video. Like, oh, yes, actually, you should be doing it my way. Like, no, you're not fucking seeing that. I guess I was impassioned, while being a little shit. To the point where, like, my natural gremlin nature came out. When I say gremlin, I don't mean like a chaos gremlin. I mean like actually like the film Gremlin. Brosian underwater horror stream win. Actually, Brosian for a while had a fear of not most fish, but specifically sharks. And so what I would do, I remember when we lived together some years ago, is I would change his computer wallpaper to be sharks. So when he'd get on his computer, he'd get jump scared by it. No, I think... Oh, what game would I want to play with Brosian? What would be the best possible game? I don't know, but if you think I can get upset and mad at games, Like, I learned it from him. He is the rage master. To the point where he's got his little, like, Discord server with all of his pals or whatever. And that's what his name is on there. He is known for being a little bit loud when he plays games, we'll call it. If you think I crash out, nuh-uh. You haven't seen jack shit yet, I'm gonna be honest. Also, I'm impatient, we're gonna... hold on, that was a terrible one. That wasn't very good either, but we'll take it. I gotta go, have fun, take your dementia pills. I won't, I'll forget. But thank you for trying to remind me. Have a fantastic night, and I will see you next time. And you know what? We'll pour one out for you. And by pour one out, I mean pour one out into my mouth. I don't have a glass here that I'm using. See you. Have a great night. And here we go. Oh. Holy goddamn. Oh. I'm laying here snacking. Yeah. I've been eating like terrible. My go-to snack, actually, what I've been doing to eat, the way I've been sustaining myself, this is my way of eating, and like what I've been doing for food while I've been doing this move, is I've only been eating while at work, and I will get like a 30-minute break where I will walk down to a local store and I'll just get myself like a small bag of trail mix for $3, and that's it. That's my meal for the day. But it's okay. What I've been saying is I'm going to actually get groceries and start, like, eating now that I'm here at the new place. I've just been waiting. Bro. Look, the trail mix, it's keeping me alive, right? I'm still here. So, look, it's just a few... I mean, raisins are healthy for you. I looked it up. I don't think that's an actual meal, but like tasty trail mix. Exactly, yeah, and it's like, you know, it did its job, obviously. Now, I wonder if this is somehow connected to the fact that I keep collapsing upon coming home from work. Potentially, maybe. I don't know. You know, I think we could get a detective to figure out that mystery. But no, Speaking of which, over this last week, because I did not finish my move on Saturday, what I've been doing is I've been working. Then each day after work, I've been heading to my old apartment, packing, and then getting people I know, borrowing their cars, and like doing trips to the new place. As of last night, everything is moved out of the old place. And that had to be the case because yesterday is when my lease ended. So technically, I was paying for the old place and this place for like 1 week of overlap, but that's fine because it gave me a week to move. But it's all out. And if there's something that's not out, then I'm never seeing it again. And I really, really hope I didn't forget anything, but I'm fairly certain I didn't. And I had wanted to spend a lot of today unpacking, but I really only spent the last few hours doing that. I've made progress, don't get me wrong, but the room is, you see, I just pushed them off to the side, that's why you can't see them, but if you looked just right over there, there's fucking boxes everywhere. And don't look under the bed. It's, bad, we'll call it. But I just wanted to be able to walk across the floor, because it turns out, going from living by myself to putting all of my shit in a room means that I have a lot of shit in one room. I actually had to throw out a lot of stuff too. I had to throw out a couch, I had to throw out a dining table and all the chairs. Like, I did in fact lose a lot because I was not going to pay for a storage unit. And honestly, a lot of that shit was really, really old. It was all hand-me-downs that was worn out over time anyways. So I am happy getting rid of it because now I can save up. And once I eventually do get my own place in, I don't know, fucking year and a half maybe, 2 years, however long it ends up being, then I'll have saved up enough money that I can just get a whole bunch of new stuff. And who knows, maybe someday those will be the hand-me-downs I can pass to someone else. That's the plan. So yeah, as of yesterday, everything has moved, and then I can stream again, and I want to stream very regularly. I'm still going to be a little bit lighter on streams at first, for the sole reason that I wanted to put out the D&D campaign with the Lamplighter D&D campaign. I wanted to do that in February, but then the move ended up being a lot more exhausting than I expected and taking up a lot more time and a lot more of my mind space and everything. And so I did not do everything I needed to for the D&D. So I'm going to make that my top priority at first. Over this next week, probably, I want to see if I can get out the first few things. So yeah, expect potentially D&D. At least something, probably next week, actually. So, like, not this upcoming week, but the week after, I want to see if I can get something out. And already have some content edited. Oh, I'm over the moon about it. It should be really fun. But I want to get in at least 3 streams a week until D&D stuff starts coming out. And then I want to shoot for either 4 or 5 streams. Like, I want to go at it, right? I am so beyond ready to just be back. If I could stream every day, like right now I have that motivation where I just want to stream every day. And not just Cobblemon. I'm gonna start Disco Elysium. I know that's a big one that I'm gonna do. And I'm going to, let's see, what else did I want to do? Oh, XCOM! We need to bring, or VCOM, we need to bring that back. I want to start doing a lot of collabs, actually. I want to play games with people again. Like, I feel like there's been a lot of people who I just haven't interacted with very much recently, and I want to change that. So expect me to set up lots of collabs over the coming weeks and months. And yeah, it should be a lot of fun. Oh, it's just so nice to be back here. It was such a strange feeling setting up stream and just like even doing my Twitter post. Like, writing that out, and it felt like, ironically enough, it felt like coming home, you know? Oh man, is this gonna be one of those sappy episodes? Is this where I'm gonna get, like, be like, I love you guys so much, you've been such a good influence on me? We'll see, maybe. You know what will help get us there? Holy shit. Maybe it's the fact that, I mean, I've eaten some stuff today. I've eaten 14 taquitos. Good influence? Surprisingly, yes. You are actually a good influence. Maybe not on my actions, but on my perspective and on my worldview and just generally on my life. But yeah, anyways, we're gonna go ahead and continue to get me to the point where maybe I'll be sappy. And first, we gotta fill me with sap. All right, so cheers. Hold on, if I shake it, can you hear it? No, apparently not. Hydration. I'm gonna do something stupid. I gotta start making some mistakes, and I want to do that now. I'm gonna hydrate and sap myself at the same time. I'm probably about to pour some of this on myself. Eh. Cheers, everyone. Ew. Ew. That was disgusting. Oh. It initially tasted like a really crappy apple juice, and now it just tastes bad. Oh, that was... Okay, I gotta have some water. But you know what? Not a drop spilled. So look at that. I'm not the clumsy old man I was weeks ago, and this is why I only get mixed drinks. Oh no, I love drinking stuff straight. It's actually a problem, especially because even the little bit I'm about to have will probably mean that I'm feeling a little bad tomorrow. But it's fine. I mean, I don't have work tomorrow. I'm actually mostly going to be home alone tomorrow. So what I'm hoping to do is... Like, what I'm hoping to do is, like, my roommates leave for work in the morning or whatever, or, like, whenever they leave for work, they'll come back and see my place, and it's just been turned into, like, this beautifully decorated paradise. That's the plan. You don't like drinking stuff gay? I mean, hey, I always drink stuff gay. You know what? We're not going to elaborate on that, though. Actually, something that did happen, I was with Mama Whitlock. She helped me out both Thursday and Friday with the final bit of moving. And... yeah, she helped me out with the last bit of moving stuff. And on one of those days, on Thursday, she's like, it was really late. We had to do, like, multiple loads that day. It was past her bedtime of 8 p.m., which I know, crazy. And she's like, man, I'm so hungry. Do you want to go out to eat? I'm like, fuck yeah, I do, as long as you're paying. And she's like, yeah, I'll pay. So, we went out. We went out to an all-you-can-eat, like, Japanese place. Oh, it was so good. Had so much sushi. I got her to try takoyaki. She really was hesitant. And she's like, what's in it? And I'm like, oh, it's you know, a fried octopus ball. She's like, I love octopus. They're some of the smartest creatures in the world. I could never. To which I, of course, replied, you're about to love octopus a lot more. You're about to love it in a new way. I got her to try it, and she looked at me like I made a mistake. She's like, I hate you. Like, she scorned me, because apparently she fucking loves this stuff. And it's just... which, I mean, good on her for trying new things. And you know what? I hope that now I can slowly introduce her to eating all the different forms of sea life, so she can become real and true and based, and understand that we are higher up on the food chain. I mean, I don't see any fucking fish catching us with nets. Actually, that would be fucking terrifying. Can an octopus use tools? Like, if I gave it a net to an octopus, it would probably figure out how to use it, right? Spreading your anti-fish ideology, I see. I mean, always. Of course I am. Yes, they do use tools? Oh, they're so fucking freaky, dude. Oh, I hate them so much. I hate those octopodes. I think some octopi. Nope. The plural is octopodes. And I will not take any other suggestions. They use shells to hide from predators and stuff. So yes. And they also have their crazy, like, camouflage and that, like, oh, scientists have found entire colonies made by octopodes. It's crazy. Have they really? Hold up. I'm gonna look up octopus colony. Look at this freak. They may actually live in groups bustling with activity. Alright, let me see. There's a city composed of 15 of the 8-legged beast known as Gloomy. This uses octopuses. but I, for the sake of whimsy, will continue to say octopodes, which go by the scientific name Octopus tetrachus. Researchers have long thought that this species of octopus is antisocial, save for the rare interactions to mate. That's so close to being me. It's just I don't mate either. But a new find is changing the way scientists think about the eight-legged mollusks. Why does this fucking... Why do journalists feel the need to be like, I'm going to, you know, constantly refer to these things using a different... Like, it's like they don't want to use pronouns. So instead they just refer to it in a different way every single time. Like, yes, the octopus tetrachus goes about its day doing what all of these gloomy octopuses do. They, in the way that many eight-legged mollusks do, go about the way of their octopus days by eating fish. It's like, no, just fucking say, yeah, those things that we were already talking about, they just fucking eat shit. And that's like, there you go. Clone, welcome on in, welcome, welcome. It's like, this is gonna sound bad. I hope that this post was, or this journalist, like this, journalists write articles. I hope this article was written by AI, because I refuse to believe that a journalist would like want to write like this. How else are they supposed to have pad their word count? Exactly. Like, it's not a fucking essay. You don't have to be like, yes, I need to reach 1,000 words in Mrs. Smith's class on this essay. Also, Coyote, holy shit, it's been a while. Welcome on in. And that's kind of how scientific journalism papers are. You get used to it. See, it means that they're using AI or they're pretentious fucks, and either way, I don't like them for it. Either, like, I don't want to believe that a human being would willingly choose to do that. I want to believe that something that writes this terribly is AI. Which, actually, I'm going to put out a tweet that I thought about just a bit ago. I'm going to tweet it out now. It's going to say something along the lines of, being an artist must be so fucking cool. Because you can just make the art you want without having to commission someone or being a thieving asshole. I spelled thieving wrong. Thieving. Asshole. There we go. Alright, I've returned from the mountain training. What is the mountain training? What the fuck? Were you, like, going through, like, your Batman Begins arc? Fucking working with, like, the... Oh, what are they called in Batman Begins? It's... this... The people owned by, like... Or not owned, but, like, the organization run by... The League of Shadows by Ra's al Ghul, that's right. At least in regards to paleontology, the paper refers to all sorts of things, so you get an idea of its taxonomy from what I've noticed. I see. Still, they're assholes for doing it. AI definitely is aggravating, but at the very least, it's still easy to see the soulless nature of it. It's getting harder and harder, though. It's like, kind of terrifying. Like, I've definitely seen posts now where I look at it, and, like... You can usually tell. But there are definitely ones that have made me question it. Be like, is this AI? I have an unreasonable hatred for AI now. Having a distinct dialect. I mean, you can usually tell if something is written by AI. Actually, I got called out for using AI by a friend because I used a fucking colon while writing, because I do that. I use semicolons and colons as I write and as I message people because it's just a part of the English language. And they're like, are you texting me with AI? Like, no, I wouldn't go through the fucking effort. And also, like, no, my thoughts are solely my own, and none of them bots can get my brain thoughts. This is for me and me alone, me and my 7 thoughts. taxonomy is cool. I mean, it's cool, yes, but hear me out. Taxonomy has like there's a time and a place for it. And if I'm just trying to read about something that somebody found and I'm but a mere simpleton, you know, I'm a plebeian in the scientific community, I don't want people to be talking like I'm a fucking genius. I want them to just say, yes, the octopus, they bang sticks together and they hunt the fish with the shell. And saying that punctuation is a marker now? Yeah, well, because I've also called people out. Maybe I'm a hypocrite. Because I've also called people out. I was like, you wrote this with AI. Because I'll see the way they write. But that's more so I know how certain people write. And then they'll suddenly send, like, it's like, oh, this D&D character backstory you sent me, you didn't make this. Like, please just make your fucking own. Mind you, that wasn't anybody in the Lamplighter D&D campaign. So you don't have to worry about that. I got a message from someone. What's it say? Gotcha. No, there are definitely tells, and I do think the biggest one, especially, is just like, if it's somebody who would never use a semicolon uses one, you're like, nope, you're a bot in disguise. You're three AIs in a trench coat. Taxonomy is so awesome because it says there's no clear definition of fish, and that in order for fish to be monophyletic group, have a true definition, it would have to include mammals and stuff. All I'm hearing is that fish are freaks of nature that can't even be classified scientifically, and as such, I think that the solution is simple. Just eradicate them all. Just get rid of them. Then we don't have to worry about it. Like, there you go, problem solved. But no, like, AI reads like AI in the same way that I can hear that my favorite diesel mechanic is 100% from Hong Kong. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Hold on, let me try to speak like an AI. Here, I will introduce myself as if I am using an AI. Hello, my chatting companions, and welcome to my Twitch livestream. Today, we are going to discuss various topics that have come about during my absence in the last few weeks, such as moving to my new apartment, my new job promotion, the games I would like to play in the future, ways that I wish to eradicate and genocide various fish populations. Join me on this adventure as we discuss these topics in great detail and have a great time while partaking in friendship nectar. Sit down, kick back, grab some popcorn, and let's get ready for the show. Did I do it? Did I sound? Do I sound like I'm a terrible person yet? You're speaking like that one Street Fighter meme video, Rio from Streets. I'm not chronically online enough to know what you're talking about. Alright, we're gonna take another drink. I can't believe... Oh, there we go. That was a good, like, cork open. But, it's been too long since I've had something. So, cheers. Rio from Streets is a godlike video, one of my faves. Can you send it to me so I can, like, I want to be enlightened. Anyways, cheers. Oh, there we go. I'm building my tolerance back up. I should be able to just drink this stuff straight from the bottle. You know, I'm being filled with sap raw, straight from the source. Sure thing. Let's circle back on that because you're touching on something unique. What you're calling an AI dialect is a product of how learning algorithms work. Let's break that down, because you're not crazy, you're looking behind the curtain and noticing things that few people ever do. I sent it to you. I met the voice actor for Ryu at a con and had him say this and record it too. Hype. Wait, that's actually so hype. Hold up. Am I gonna get in trouble if I play the audio from this? Like, if I, like... I doubt it? Okay. We're gonna hope so. We're gonna hope I don't get in trouble. Let's pause the background music. And we'll hope this doesn't get me in trouble.
Hi there, everybody. This is Ryu from Streets. Did you know? My favorite things are jumping into light fierce, stale bread, water without any ice, the newest season of The Simpsons, and dirt. See you in Street Fighter V, everybody.
That's pretty good. I can see the appeal of the video. What a fantastic video. Thanks for sharing that with me, Wanya. It really was a pleasure seeing as Ryo from Street Fighter said phrases that he obviously wouldn't usually say. And it's this juxtaposition between the character and the expectations upon him versus what he's actually doing and saying, as well as the different voice that you would expect from him, that creates this sense of humor. I'm gonna be doing this for the rest of the night now, by the way, where I'm just gonna randomly try to, like... I'm gonna replace my own job with AI. I'm replacing myself with an AI of myself. Dude, maybe I can do I'll do a Neurosama collab. We can be little AI friends. ChatGPT is not only taking our jobs, but it's infecting people like a virus. Yeah, and it's contagious. Good luck. Osian. That reminds me how one Miss Rixie Brightful says my name. Like, she always says, like, oh, I'm Osian Whitlock. I think, even though my preferred way of, my name being said is, obviously, Osian, I've always really enjoyed the way she says it. I don't know why. It's like... Can I delete messages? Is that something I'm able to do? You sure are able to? Let me remember how to do that. Maybe I'll actually pull up, like, the... Oh, yikes! Oh, my voice. Ew. That's what you are listening to? Yikes. Okay, I'll pull up the creator dashboard. Stream manager. Okay, how does one delete messages? I see. I can warn? What does warning mean? Oh, did I just... Oh, I just accidentally... Hold up. I accidentally unpinned him. Or I... Unpin. Click on it. Pin. Delete a message. It's on Twitch Manager, and if you hover over a message, a trash can pops up. Why do I not see a trash can? I can block, report, invite. What does invite mean? I can warn you? Okay. I like this is now it's now tech support. Getting warnings for saying Ocean would go so hard. Hold up, I'm gonna click the warn button. I'm gonna warn you. And my custom reason will say, "Don't you fucking dare." That's a thing I can do? Okay, wait, can you please take a screenshot of the warning and send it to me? Oh, I really want to see what that looks like from your perspective. It gave you a timer? What the fuck do you mean it gave you a timer? Oh, you already accepted it? Okay, hold up. Who wants to get warned next? I'll take volunteers. Fu? Okay. Also, Vinti, welcome on in. Welcome, welcome. Sorry, Juania. Fu beat you to the punch. What? Let me type. There we go. Don't you fucking dare. Alright, I need you to take a screenshot of this. I really want to know how it looks. I didn't know there's a little warning feature. No, that's like, that's fun. Is it bad if I, like, abuse that feature for comedy? Like, I want to be a tyrant. Actually, okay, hold on. You're gonna, a little bit behind the scenes about me. I've a bit of a guilty pleasure as of late. I've been watching videos that I don't think in a million years any of you would expect me to watch, but I've been, like, fucking eating them up. And that's, like, those Minecraft videos. They're obviously made for, like, kids. It's, like, Minecraft videos of, like, oh, I put, like, 1,000 players in a Minecraft experiment of, like, oh, in this situation, just see what would happen, right? Like, Cat, I'm gonna need you to not be on the desk. Hold up. You're not allowed up here, guy. Come on. Oh, you okay? There you go. But yeah, I've been eating up that. That's been like my guilty pleasure as of late. And so, I keep thinking if I ever did something like that, I would want to just be the biggest piece of shit. Like I'd want to like, I'd be a tyrant. I would want to impose my will on others. And become a heel. Because I just like doing that. I just like being a jackass and having people want to, like, hit me. Wait, no. What, I mean, I like to be the villain. I like to play the heel. That's what we'll say. Don't know enough on Twitch to figure out if too many will do soft bans or not. Let me look that up before I do anything crazy. And also, let me see. Channel warning. That's really good, actually. No, I'm very proud of that. Oh wait, hold up. So I have to respond to a message on Discord right now for a bit. And I'll explain why in just a second. Okay, so last night, you know, one of my good old pals, Miss Man on Me Rope. Oh, I'm frozen. Hello? Hello, universe? Oh, there we go. So, my good old pal, Man on Me Rope, was streaming, and I joined there for a bit. And we got in a little bit of a linguistics disagreement, we'll call it. And she decided to, for whatever reason, call me out on her Discord server that we're both in. Be like, oh, Oz says this. And it was me referring to fries as fries instead of chips. Like, there's not a distinction between chips and fries because chips refer to potato chips, which is different, right? And so, you know, what, say, an English person might refer to as chips, I'm gonna keep saying fries because that's what I fucking call them, and that's what people are going to call them. That's what we know them as. Or maybe like steak fries to describe certain, or like sweet potato fries, right? There's some things, but they're all within that vague category. If somebody handed me that and said, oh, this is a fry, then sure, that's a fry. And yet she's like, Osian says this and that and that and that. To which I responded to her, stop being on Discord and fucking stream. And so I think it's really funny that she just now responded to me. While, wait, what the fuck? Why did she... Why did she respond to my message with an impreg emote? Okay, sure thing, man on me rope. But no, anyways, I challenged her to come fight me right now, and then let her know that I am streaming. Because I think that's very funny to be a hypocrite. All right, we'll see if this develops. I'll have that Discord server up in the background. Anyways, you get used to the impreg reacts whenever I announce what the schedule is for my local FGC scene and what games we are running. I get impreg reacted. I see. I mean, you would think that being part of, you know, I mean, I'm gonna say something crazy. Nexus class Nebulink, that I'd be used to the impreg by now. Counterpoint, asking where smiley face potato place. That's a good question. I would still... Oh, what the fuck? Because it's, like, not a fry. It's an impreg or be impregged world out there. Jasmine, impreg? Oh, don't worry about it. We're just talking a little bit about some casual impreg. We'll get into competitive impreg later. That's like a tater tot? But it's, like, decidedly not a tater tot either. I think that they, like, exist in their own little realm. I think that they are, you know, they exist. They aren't quite fries. They're not quite tater tots. They're just, well, what the fuck are they called? We're gonna look this up. We're gonna look up potato smiley face. They're apparently referred to some as smiley fries. And it's like, they have a similar taste to fries. They look like they're made of fries, right? Like, they're obviously made the same way. So I think that they are, like, just a more whimsical and, like, joy-filled form of fries. Hash browns? No, because hash browns have a very specific texture, right? Like they've got that sort of like that the harshness and the grittiness on the outside. Like the skin of it is all like, you know, rocky. Casual impreg. Girl, I wish it was a thing. I would happily get kids if men could get pregnant. I mean, I actually, I saw that scientists, they're working on, like, womb transplants. So pretty soon here, impreg will be real. I mean, for all you know, in you know, 9 months' time, I could be announcing something crazy. We'll see. You could argue it's a potato cake, but it's got holes. But still also mashed and fried, not whole like waffle fries. I just think that they are their own distinct thing here. Technically, I think it's becoming a thing. They are working on womb transplants. Yeah, exactly. Oz and I thought with the same thing. Oh, don't worry. I am up to date. I'm keeping up with the current impreg news. I am aware of the situation. I looked at images and found an insane view of smiley face fries plated with that, like, Michelin star sauce smear. Wait, that sounds hype as hell, actually. Next thing you know, there's gonna be a show called Are You the Mother? Wait, that's so good. Oh, man on me rope! Man on me rope makes an appearance. Respectfully, I hope your fries come out soggy. What's wrong with soggy fries, huh? What's wrong with soggy fries? You got a problem with that? Look, next time I make fries, if you're around for whatever reason, I'm gonna make some fries. And I'm gonna rinse them under the sink real quick. You know, I want to make sure the fries that I serve are clean, right? And I'll make sure that you get some nice, freshly washed fries. And it's like, yum, eat up. And which, decidedly, they're not crisps and they're not chips. They are fries. Doesn't matter the thickness. It doesn't matter the girth of the fry does not change its name. It is still a fry. Next show title, Who's Your Daddy? Jazzy man, no one likes it flaccid. Like it's... Describing it as soggy is one thing, but flaccid... Oh, you know what? I haven't had enough friendship nectar for this. Cheers, everyone. Sometimes it's a flaccid fry kind of day. That feels like that would be a good like band name. Like, oh, my name is Osian Whitlock and we're the Flaccid Fries. And then like we fucking bang on the drums or whatever. Flaccid Fry Friday. Well, no, you're being redundant. You can hold up. I'll write this out. It could be. Call it Flaccid Fries Day. Do you all pour sauce over fires or dip your fires? Fires? Man on me rope. I think that might have been a hold up. Actually, I'm sorry, but the unfortunately the impreg is going to no longer be pinned. I just need this to be pinned for a little bit. Yeah, actually, you know what? Pouring sauce over fires, I rather enjoy. You know, whenever I'm like stoking at the fireplace, you know, and I just really think that teriyaki sauce especially gives my fire a really nice color, right? And why'd you make... Anyways, just to make sure the sauce isn't alcoholic. I mean, I wouldn't know anything about alcoholics. I'm a man of culture and do not use sauce. The only thing I would pour in my fries... Now, fires, that's a... You know what? We're gonna go with a different one here. Oh, okay. We're bringing it all out. Hold up. This is gonna be the first yeehaw at the new place. Wait, this is we're gonna... Yeehaw! Alright, everyone. So we're gonna be doing a yeehaw voice for a little bit here now, and... Oh, we're looking at a fish. We are duplicating the Longfather. Well, howdy there, Longfather. We're going to go ahead and... Holy shit, there's two of you. We're going to move chat down just a little bit. There we go. Look at that. That surely is beautiful, ain't it? And then, let's see, what other ones I got? I got myself another wolf. We're gonna be, not this time. We actually got the namesake of this here animal I'm about to be. This ain't a dog, but this is actually going to be a coyote. This is going to be a... There you go. Hope you're happy with yourself. That, you know, I ain't ever thought about that before, but whenever I think, what exactly is, you know, that southern yeehaw wolf, I've always been thinking, what kind of dog is southern? But really, I ain't thinking about them coyotes, right? Which actually, fun fact for you, I actually live in an area with quite a few coyotes. I have seen them around. Thankfully, none of them's ever been coming for me, but just a little bit of trivia that I wanted to let you all know. And then we got ourselves a hydration, so we're going to go ahead and give ourselves the greatest yeehaw hydration that ever done did. We're going to yeehaw! Fuck. Yeehaw fries? I'm not entirely sure what yeehaw fries are. I'm gonna be real with you. Nah. If you're Southern, you gotta go a coyote. Unfortunately, look, I'll be Southern for you all, right? Like, I will be Southern for you, but I won't fake my Southernness. If there's anything that comes out from me that's Southern, it ain't gonna be something that I fake. This is real, authentic, genuine Southern that you get yourself here, right? When you come here for a real Texan, that's what this is. So I ain't gonna be over here being like, oh, call them coyotes or dropping. You know, I ain't gonna have that Southern drawl at all times. Don't get me wrong, and I'm fucking free. No, I will not, you know, I don't want to fake a voice or an accent or anything. I mean, who does? Maybe during Yeehaw, I go over the top in every single stereotype I possibly can. I can imagine how it'll be if you're overheard woofing a lot. Yeah, fucking, the apartment people are gonna come in and be like, y'all have a fucking dog? Y'all got a fucking coyote in there? But no, I'm never gonna fake something, right? If I ever do something that comes across as Southern, just you know, that's genuine, right? That is a genuine Southern like pride within me. That's that, you know, I got that Texan in me. Got that coyote in me. Hold on, what's the Discord notification I have now? Oh, it's from 6 minutes ago, and it is Man on Me Rope reading. Actually, you know what? I won't say what the exact message is. I will honor the fact that my messages weren't read last night. Oh, I've got a hydration. We are gonna cheers real quick. I affectionately refer to them as, hey, go home, you don't live here. Well, because they're always trying to sneak in with you? They're always trying to hang out with you. They're like, oh, this is one of our people. Also, y'all, I think I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm in still fact a feeble, young, youthful, spry man, who does in fact need his breaks every now and again. Go ahead and give me like 5 minutes. Maybe I'll actually like grab my next drink because this bottle is running a little bit low. I'll be back in just a few minutes. When I remember how to do that. Bop and I forgot about the fucking fish. Whoa, that's a crazy chat message. Young and wow, that's crazy. Holy shit. I wonder who I mean it's true though. It's what the fuck was that sound? Oh, something fell over. Apparently, when going through all my or like wading through my boxes of unpacked shit that I've got here, I knocked a few things over, but we're back. And you know what? Very importantly, I've gotten myself a small glass, we'll call it. So that way I can start busting out things that aren't straight from the bottle. Speaking of which, Foo, what an interesting emote that you just put. I wonder if now would be a good time to, you know, for life to imitate art, as they say in certain circles. So, cheers, everyone. There we go. No more. No more strong reaction to it. No more sauce for the fire. You know what? This is now a competition. My favorite message gets pinned. But recency bias does apply though, and I'm not gonna, you know, if a message that's sent more recently is funny, I will pin it. So this is now incentive for you all to be funny, so that way you can be noticed by senpai. Because I'm all your senpai. I'm your senpai, right? Right? Surely you are all, you know, gnawing at your enclosures to be noticed. Damn, no sharing. Oh yeah, here, let me just pour it on my microphone real quick. Well, I'll fucking like drip feed you like my little tiny hamsters. You know, I think. Not if, but whenever I finally get myself a fan mascot, I think I'd like you all to be rats. Like, imagine a little rat that's dressed like a detective, that's got, like, cool glasses. I think that's what you all look like. In my heart. Like, I already know that's what you are. Yes, indeed. Yeah, I'll put you all in little cages and take care of you, and I'll give you all plenty of little food and little treats. I'm used to taking care of chinchillas, so I was gonna refer to you like that. I actually don't know what it's like to take care of rats because I have not ever actually owned rats. I can confirm I am in fact 3 rats in a trench coat, maybe more. Don't get. You know what? This is a good time, actually, to get you all excited about the Lamplighter D&D campaign. I'm gonna pull up the Lamplighter D&D account on Twitter, which if you don't all follow already, allow this to be my chance to advertise it. There it is. Oh, wait, no, I posted this thing on my Osian account. That's right. I gotta show you some interactions from one of my posts after a D&D session that happened to involve rats. Here it is. Can I jump to this message? How does this work? That says hide. I don't want to hide it. I want to go to this message. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, it's so peak. Actually, is Man on Me Rope still here? I hope so. I don't think they are. Here, let me... I'm gonna get a screenshot of this. I'm gonna name this picture Rats on my computer. Alright, you know what? This is more important than you all. Ba 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 ba. Alright, so the original post. Only true drogues will get this. You'll all understand what that means at some point. Which I posted. Rats. We're the rats. Oh, wait, hold up. We stalk at night. We stalk at night. We pray at night. We're the rats. Right, that little song? I'll eat rats one day, just you wait. You'll understand the context of this all very soon. Let's just say I think I mentioned this session on stream before. D&D is very fun, and I have a very unique way of running my D&D sessions, we'll say. This is also your advertisement to if you want to actually anticipate the D&D campaign that I will be running whenever we start putting out content. There is the link for it. And you know what? This is my new favorite message, so it's getting pinned. So go follow it. Go. It's now a race. Whoever follows it first right now, I will I don't know. I'll bark once for free for specifically you. You will have your own individual bark. That is what is up here. That's my bid on this auction. And if nobody follows, then you all fucking hate me, and I guess I'll just, like, I don't know, cry myself to sleep, I think. It's okay, I do that most nights anyways. It really won't be that much different. Okay, actually, so... Oh, wait, oh, there? Why have I not gotten the notification? Hold up. Let me check. Okay, so I didn't get the notification, but I know why. So I checked my recent followers, and I'm pretty sure it was, in fact, you who followed most recently. So, Juania, this bark is for you. There you go. I tried to make that one particularly feral. Wait, no, hold on. I wasn't fully in there. You're right. You feel like you lost more than you gained because I didn't have the ears yet. There you go. Now I've got the ears. You know what? Okay, Juania, I'll let you decide. Am I a small dog or a big dog? Like, are we going for like a Chihuahua or a Rottweiler? Look, this is a fucking I'm letting you choose, right? You are customizing your little pup here. Oh, this has gone feral. The sauce is getting through his fire. Boo, stop posting bangers. I don't want to only pin you. I like gambling. I'll flip a coin over it. Hold on. Wiener dogs? Wiener dogs probably have small barks. They're probably more of like a... Right? They're probably more of a that situation. Big dog, tail, small dog. Alright. Flip it for us, Juania. Give it to us. It was heads. I'm a big dog. Okay. There you go. If any of my roommates are home, they're gonna fucking hate me. Anyways, I think I know exactly why I didn't get the notification, and I'm gonna mess with my settings right now. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to prevent it from giving me notifications from just like random things. What I keep getting is notifications from like random accounts that are like, this account has like a hit tweet or whatever. Like, go check it out. And it's got like the little like purple like star looking thing. And I don't want to see those. How do I get rid of those? I mean, to be honest, I've been having that happen too. Twitter just doesn't give me notice much anymore if someone follows unless they are verified. Oh, I see. I mean, wait, it's crazy. Twitter's a piece of shit. Whoa!
Wowee!
Who'da thunk? Well, you just did it. Wiener Jazz. I remember I actually, you know, in ye olden times, ye olden days, it wasn't a woof redeem, but it was actually a meow redeem. And then I got really sick and lost my ability to meow. So I had to change it to a woof because it was easier. Hold on, let's see if I can meow nowadays. I can, but it's a lot harder for me. I don't think I ever fully recovered from getting sick. Like, it was that bad. Twitter sucks ass. No way? What? No cap? Crazy! But the alternatives are all not much better. It's a sewage versus garbage. Even posting with limited tags today was brutal. I mean, I feel like none of my posts ever do particularly like well, at least traditionally. But I also just kind of don't care. Like, I'm not, you know, I'm not here to get a bunch of like followers or anything. Like, I don't care. Look, I'm here for a good time, not a high number time, alright? Hearing you say no cap and that made me get the urge to throw something at you. Do I need to get that, I've seen that plugin that people get where people people throw things at the streamer. Juania, I'm gonna assume that you questioning the existence of tits has something to do with what's going on and not just you learning about sexuality. You're like, oh, what? Tits exist? Okay, no, this one's good enough. That's getting pinned. No, the program is called Tits. I see. Guys, I mean this in a non-estrogen way. Should I get tits? Oh, I'm a pro-woman yearner. Of course I know what tits are. True! I'm just a pro-yearner. Doesn't matter who for. Here's a question for you, Curse. If I taped butters to your head, would you start spinning? What does that mean? Trust us. Google tits right now. Hold up. I'll do it. Ready? I'm gonna Google tits. A titmouse. A small songbird that searches acrobatically for insects among foliage and branches. That is apparently what it is. Let's get images for, so that way we can actually see, you know, I want to see the bird, and this ain't a bird. Anyways, but yeah, so yes, non-negotiable. What kind of question is that? Get it? Okay, hold on. We're gonna look up. We're gonna hope this works if I look up how to get tits. Chest strengthening exercises. Weight gain. Better posture. Oh, I'm fucked. Or using padded bras. I have a feeling that's not what you're all... Look, I'm gonna start my femboy arc, but I want to at least remain solidly a femboy. Actually, hold up. Hold up. I'm gonna... Oz, you want me to link you tits? Yes, please link me tits. So, hold up. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna set up a little poll before I ask this question. It's gonna have 2-minute duration, and it's gonna say, what is this poll gonna say? It's going to say, I'll say, do you want TMI? Because I'm not going to just fucking spurt out anything that comes to mind. But I've got some progress on the Femboy saga. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, it's sent. Let me pull up tits. Twitch integrated throwing system. I have to buy it? Y'all, I think... Okay, hold up. I'm gonna be that guy for one moment. If somebody donates and pays for tits, I will buy it right now. And we will spend the rest of this stream trying to set it up. It costs $15. So that is either like a few subs. How much do subs cost? I don't even know. Or I've got to stream elements. Obviously, none of you are obligated to do that, so don't fucking feel pressured. Do not. The streamer Osian gets tits. A man with massive tits, you best believe that's gonna be the best stress ball known to man. That's what I aspire to. When I go to the gym, like, once every month, that's what I'm trying to achieve. Yes, the detective must acquire his orbs. Alright, how's the poll going? Yeah, apparently you guys want TMI. Okay, fucking... I guess we're doing TMI. Sorry to anybody who didn't want it. I need to start tits maxing or whatever you call it. I love squeezing Oz. You know what? You've earned your place back in the pin, being pinned again, Fu. Congratulations. I don't know. Tits maxing is pretty good too. You know what? We're gonna spread the love. Juanya, you're getting pinned now. With that, I have low standards, okay? I'll splash you where you soak it and milk and throw it out. Okay, so. Anyways, but yeah, so how does this work? So do you put it into VTube Studio? It can be used with or without VTube Studio. Okay. So you unzip the file and start the Twitch integrated throwing system.exe. Add the program as a game capture in your OBS and make sure allow transparency is checked. Make sure the application is covering the entire screen for the best experience. To hide the program, the default keybind should double tap F10. I'm not gonna hide it. You can test throws by hitting F9 for a more comprehensive blah 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 blah. Okay, so all I need to do is once I get it, I just need to add it as a game capture. That doesn't seem too hard. Imagine the day you mentioned an Oz plushie. If I ever was able to actually get, if I'm ever able to actually get merch, that would be fucking crazy. Like, okay, you know what I'm gonna do before I start like getting vulnerable and mentioning like my aspirations and my dreams for the future is I'm gonna chug the rest of this bottle. So cheers everybody. Oh, Oh. My entire sinuses and face can feel it. Holy shit. Okay. So. Hold on. I kind of want to, like, I want to find, like, an even more chill vibe for the music. That's too, like, nice. Too jazzy. I want, like, something that's, like, here we go. You know, that's not too bad. We'll take this. Okay, so if I'm thinking about the future, right? I'm actually, you know what, oh wait, no, I didn't give you all the TMI for the Femboy saga. So whenever I shaved, I think I mentioned I did shave recently, and you'll notice, you know, the face is real nice and smooth, it's cleaned up. But I also this is definitely TMI. Whenever I talk about I'm going to enter my Femboy saga, that's not a bit. Like, I can assure you all that is something I genuinely mean, and I decided to start it whenever I took a shower. Like, I was taking a shower yesterday, and I was like, what if I just, like, shaved my entire upper body? Because I am going to be honest. You know, to use some terminology, I would be considered an otter. I have a very slim build, and I am very, like, hairy. I'm just a very naturally hairy person, but I decided to completely shave my upper body. Not my arms. My arms still are fucking, they look hairy and shit. But I decided to shave, like, my chest hair and everything. I'm gonna be honest, it kind of motivated me to do the rest. I looked at it and I was like, damn, I look good. So the Femboy saga is upon us. I will, and I mean this genuinely, when I shave my legs, I'm going to buy a maid dress and post pictures of my legs on the internet. That is my plan. Being smooth is the best feeling. It is, actually. It honestly, it was like a confidence boost, and I just felt better about myself. Where fucking okay, I will never be an NSFW streamer or creator. Money is money, dude. Open a Patreon or OnlyFans. That is not happening. I do not want to make money off of, like, whenever I say something along the lines of I am a product, what I really mean is my personality is a product. Right? Like, what we have here, if we think about it, like, logistically, right? This is essentially a sort of relationship between audience and entertainer. And that, I want that relationship that we have. Oh, we got a hydration. I probably need it. Cheers, everyone. I want our relationship to remain purely personality-based. Never will I make cheers. It's water. It's water. Am I not allowed to celebrate and cheers? Just, you know, enjoying one another's company? Also, speaking of which, hi Sly, welcome on in. Though, that is true, I did finish my most recent bottle, so I'm gonna get out the bougie shit now. Because I don't know how much more I brought. I know I've got some of my other stuff here. But we're gonna get out the bougie shit. We're gonna have a little bit of this. This drink, this friendship nectar, is a sipping nectar. I'm not going to be taking shots of, or I'm not going to be like, you know, taking a lot at once. I will be taking sips at once. Because we're talking like almost triple digits in price here, so... But the good news is that I didn't buy it, it was a gift. Because all of my IRL friends are very aware of how much I partake in friendship nectar. So whenever they need to give me a gift, they know what to get me. But yes, so as I was saying, our relationship here is that of an entertainer and essentially a personality and an audience, right? And I don't want that relationship to ever be physical. Now, there are times that I will do like hand cam streams, right? Like, actually, you know what? For shits and giggles, I'm gonna like go to one of my hand cam VODs and like pull up a picture of my hands. Which I know kind of defeats the purpose of exactly what I'm saying, but I just kind of want to do it. Like, you all get to see my hands now. Congrats. I don't think I showed my hands in that stream. Where's, like, the Lego building stream? There it is. Okay. No, I've got this. I'm gonna... There we go. I'm taking a screenshot directly from YouTube. You'll be able to see the exact timestamp and everything. Perfect. Oh, Debbie, welcome in. I feel like it's been a while since you've been around as well. Welcome on in. So we are pulling up... I've decided that we are looking at my hands. So, you have no choice. Here you go. Here's a screenshot from one of my streams. Actually, from a Donathon stream. Now I see some familiar names in chat. How scandalous. I know, without gloves? Ridiculous. Wild, I know. Dude, check out my necklace and oh, I'm all dripped up. Hell yeah. School's been busy because it was the last week. Oh, gotcha. Well... The good news is that now you got plenty of free time, and I'm going to be streaming a lot, so maybe we'll see you around. I mean, I'm going to be honest. Man, I'm really getting vulnerable with you all today. But the reason why I stream is because I like this interaction. I like just talking with you all. Maybe I'm an attention whore. Maybe that's what this is. But... I really love just interacting and entertaining people. Like, I love interacting with people. I love just, like, this right here. My favorite streams are just chatting streams. If I could do nothing but this, I genuinely think that's what I'd do. Like, I would... Like, sure, I'd play games or whatever. But if we look into... why I began streaming, right? I originally began streaming because of enjoying the sense of community that came about from the VTubing sphere, right? I would watch, whenever Hollow Myth debuted, I was watching a lot of Kiara streams specifically. And I wasn't really, like, too involved with VTubing until Hollow Council came out, actually. And it was watching a lot of Ina's streams, which, I mean, I know she was Myth, but that's whenever I kind of, like, I began watching a lot of her streams, a lot of Mume streams. and just like everybody in that generation in general. Like I have a very specific place in my heart for that generation of Hololive, and I loved that sense of community. I loved the engagement. Like that's what kind of got me into this. I began streaming, and I realized that... Here, I'm gonna stop showing my hands here. So, I realized that... the reason... I realized that... I wanted to actually be the one in the spotlight. Like, I love entertaining people, and I love getting reactions out of people. That's a big thing. Or rather, it's not that I love getting reactions out of people, but rather I love seeing people react to things. There's a distinction there. That's why, you know, something I've always enjoyed is watching content creators on YouTube who do like react content. Now, if it's like absolutely garbage react content, that's one thing. But if I feel like people are actually reacting in an interesting way, that's another thing entirely. And I've always enjoyed that. Like, I love seeing people's thoughts on things. And, you know, with seeing the unity and the sense of community that came from VTubing, at first I thought I was streaming. So I was like, I'm gonna become a streamer. So I was streaming for a few years, but I originally was not a VTuber. I was a flesh tuber, which is a big mistake actually, because I noticed that the culture behind mainstream streaming versus VTubing is very, very different. And also, there's a lot of very weird people who come in, who are coming into my streams and like, oh, daddy. I'm like, no, I am not here. Like, if I am physically showing my face, I don't want to be called daddy by random people who are stopping by my streams. Like, that's a no to me. That, like, nope, not happening. And so, I began properly, you know, VTubing, specifically whenever I eventually got into Nexus. And, you know, they gave me the model, they gave me the, like, the networking. It was a fantastic opportunity, and I was finally able to, like, do this thing that I've wanted to for a long time. And you know what? It's been fucking amazing. Like, I love this community. I feel so old whenever people say they started watching VTubers. I started watching VTubers a decade ago? Damn! Yeah, you've got me beat by a few years. That's actually fucking insane, I'm gonna be honest. But yeah, so I specifically wanted to go into VTubing because I just liked, like, this community and how people treated each other more. I started with Mori. Yeah, so specifically, what got me started, I made it no secret that I'm a very big fan of the video game Banjo-Kazooie. And it was actually one of my friends. It was actually a XCOM friend. So he is bilingual. He knows Japanese as well as English. And so he's been watching VTubers for a very, very long time. And he, specifically his Oshi is Korone from Hololive. So technically, my first exposure to VTubing, Rika, welcome on in, welcome. My first exposure to VTubing is Korone playing Banjo-Kazooie, which was, here, let's look up exactly when this happened. Inugami, Korone, Banjo-Kazooie. Uh, 5 years ago. Even then, this says the nostalgia is real, so maybe even longer. But point is that my initial exposure from, like, for VTubing was Korone playing Banjo-Kazooie, because XCOM friends sent clips of Korone playing the game to me and was like, check this out, you know, cute VTuber girl playing one of your favorite games. It's like, oh, wait, this is actually super cute. I have no fucking idea what she's saying, but it's very cute. And then he also sent me one Miss Mori Calliope's song, Live Again, which was from her first EP. And that song is just so fucking nostalgic to me because... Okay, hold on. Actually, I'm going to find a specific picture that I remember seeing in my DMs from him. Oh, this might take me a little bit. But there was, I remember seeing a meme that like exactly represented like my fall into this rabbit hole. I'm gonna say anything before 2021 because I know I've been. Oh, so I'm going on to Discord right now and I am like trying to like hunt down this meme. I'm having to like click through this because maybe I'll go like halfway through 2021. Man, I've known fucking XCOM for a long ass fucking time. Holy shit. Wait, no, duh. I sent the picture, not him. So it was after that date. So I know it was from me. We're gonna get rid of that. I almost said the name. I almost said the name of my personal Discord account, and that is an absolute no-no. We're not gonna do that. Dude, I've sent this guy too many fucking pictures. Holy shit. Most of which are apparently character art from Fire Emblem Heroes. I guess it was probably situations where we were in chat, like in a VC, and I was just like talking about different Fire Emblem characters. Here, I'm gonna back read chat real quick. I watched a VTuber around when Cha-Cha first started. I can't actually, I know who Cha-Cha is, but I actually don't know how long ago that was. Kizuna Ai is my Kamiyoshi. Oh, I don't know Japanese, but I always liked watching her. Saw her a few months after she Oh, a few months after she debuted. Holy shit, so you're an OG in the sphere. Mori is so amazing. She really is. I look up to her a lot. Since Hollow Myth, they're like the first real circle that I got to actually experience in the VTubing sphere. They also have a special place in my heart. I think Hollow Council specifically is a higher, like there's a more nostalgia for them specifically because there's a difference between getting into VTubers versus falling into the rabbit hole. And it was, I watched all of the Hollow Council. Yeah, I watched all of their debuts live. And I think for the first few weeks that they were around, I watched every single one of their streams for every single member. Dude, that was a fucking time. Because I was able, at that point in time, I was working a job where I was a dishwasher at a restaurant. and I was able to like wash dishes while watching videos. And because of that, I would watch all of their streams at work as well. Actually, I would say that my first real Kamiyoshi was Mume from Hollow Council. And what's crazy about that is the fact that I didn't really care for her. Like, I felt that her debut was the weakest. She was the one that I liked the least. But as I watched all of her streams, I just like, her vibe was just immaculate, right? Like, it was an overtime thing where I just realized she was my favorite. Initially, I was a really big fan of, well, Sana, because Sana mentioned Katana Gatari in her debut, and I was like, I like Katana Gatari, which it was just fucking amazing to see like a HoloLive YouTuber mention such a niche show. But then also, I really liked Fauna at first, just because her vibes were really good as well. But then it was Mume who eventually won me over in the end. See, Osian is the second VTuber I ever watched in a live stream. That's insane, actually. And to even think that I might be part of somebody's VTubing like journey is insane to me. A year after Chacha started streaming, sometime in May 2024, I started to watch VTubers. Oh, so you're like, I know that's still like 2 years, but you're a little sapling. You're a little baby. Like only 2 years? You're still like a youth. You're growing still. Alright, I'm gonna keep trying to find this. Trying to find this meme that I'd sent to XCOM friends some years ago. I'm sifting through all of the Fire Emblem art. Wait, what was that art? That meme? That meme looked funny. Hold up. Never mind, I'm not showing that on I'm not showing that on stream. Damn, I've been the same fucking person for this long, haven't I? Holy shit. What the fuck is... You know what? We're not talking about a lot of this stuff. What the fuck are these things that I sent like 6 years ago? Man, I feel like I'm a very different person now. Except some of these things are absolute bangers, I'm gonna be honest. Oh, so one of the things that I'm seeing is I saw some Danganronpa characters. So a fun little fact for you all. Something that I did with XCOM friend is we played through all the Danganronpa games together, and we would voice act all of the characters as well. So I did that with him, and I actually recently reached out to him because now Danganronpa 2 is getting a sort of sequel called Danganronpa 2x2, which is featuring all of the same characters, but it's instead going to be like a different story and everything. And I reached out to him and I was like, hey, do you want to go back to old time's sake? Do we want to play through this new Danganronpa game together? And he actually said yes. So that's something I'm really looking forward to. I very highly doubt he'd be willing to do that on stream. So that's probably something that's gonna... I mean, it would be fun to get him on stream, I'm gonna be honest. But I doubt that's gonna happen. Danganronpa mentioned. Yes, Danganronpa in fact mentioned. 2x2 is so clever as a stealth Danganronpa or stealth Danganronpa 4. No, I think that's really fun actually. It's Danganronpa 2-2, essentially, which I mean, what better way to do Danganronpa 4, right? I am very excited about it, and I'm absolutely going to play that with him. Whether or not that's on stream is to be decided. Dude, how long ago did I send this fucking meme to him? Holy shit. You know what? I'm gonna search Google instead. You know what? I'm not finding it, and that's okay. If I searched Banjo-Kazooie, would that maybe help? Holy shit, it kind of did, actually. Wait, so if I look up Live Again, specifically... I'll look up when... Yep. Holy shit, I found the message from when he sent me Live Again. He sent it to me on, let's see, September 17th of 2020. And now I'm gonna find the meme I sent to him in response. Eventually. I eventually sent it to him in response. So now I'm just scrolling through it. It's going to be around here somewhere. There's a lot of talking about Fire Emblem, a lot about D&D. Wow, I've really been the same person for the last fucking decade, haven't I? Alright, let's read chat while I look through this. I just got the merch for 2x2 because the Danganronpa fan in me told me, so... No, it was... I think my big memory from Danganronpa is just, like, voice acting all the characters. And of course, obviously, I voice acted Monokuma when we played. So I'd go, hold up, I'm gonna do my Monokuma laugh. I'm Monokuma! Right? Like, oh shit, I feel like I had to be really loud for that. But doing that voice, like, and it's the killing game! Right? Like that voice from Monokuma. Oh, peak. Okay. Oh, so yeah, I just saw, I'm scrolling through my old DMs with XCOM friend. And a big step in my VTubing journey was watching through Kiara playing Fire Emblem Three Houses, because that was yet another connection between a VTuber and one of my big interests. Holy shit, there's a lot of messages about... There's a lot of messages about Ruby, apparently. Oh, there's messages, more messages about VTubers before I really got into it. More messages about Ruby. More about VTubers. XCOM friend sending a lot of VTuber related things. Where's that meme I sent him? Because it like exactly described my journey into VTubing. I'm going to find this, even if it's something that I sent like 5 or 6 years ago. What the fuck was that picture? Okay. I'm not gonna talk about that one on stream. That one is gonna stay to DMs. That's something that I feel like that stays between homies. That's bro code that it stays there. Oh, well, here's me discovering Ollie whenever she first debuted. I remember watching her debut live. I had to stay up really late for it. Ha! I see a message that says, Ollie is a Fire Emblem fan! Yes! That's funny. To which I also said, sorry, Hololive Ian, I have a new home. That is apparently what I said to XCOM friend 6 fucking years ago. Man, I've really been into this for that fucking long? It's been that long already? Damn. I'm gonna find this fucking meme. There's a bunch of Pokemon, apparently. But I'm not here to look at pictures of Pokemon. I'm here to show me show me Hololive memes. No, stop showing me Ruby characters! No! Why was I so autistic about Ruby back then? I think I have to give up. At the very least, the meme was not sent in 2020, it looks like. Unless it was sent in the last few days. Once I've confirmed that it was not sent in 2020, I will then look for it starting from 2021 onward. There's a bunch of messages about Fairy Tail, apparently. I guess I got into sharing him, or I was like getting autistic about Fairy Tail. Because I just like to go on my rants about my interests a lot. And that's my flavor of, I use that word a few times, autistic, is I hyperfixate a lot. Because I am officially diagnosed, and that is definitely my strongest symptom. And honestly, I don't fucking care. Whenever I get, like, involved in something, it sort of, like, completely overrides the rest of my interests in life. And it just becomes who I am in that time. Like, that is my identity. And I don't even care. Like, it's just, like, that's just the case at that point. See, once I've confirmed that it's not in... Yeah, so it was not in 2020, so I will continue the search another time. Alright, let's catch up on this. Peaked the mic so hard. Oh, did I? Whoops. Beat the shit out of your mic. Well, that's what you gotta do to voice Monokuma. It's punishment time! One voice I can mimic somewhat well is Papenbrook. Yeah, or what, like Bryce Papenbrook, you mean? I was explaining Nagito to a friend who mimicked him. They said, why did you make him sound like Cat Noir? You can do Adrian Nagito, you can do Naegi. Oh yeah, because it is the same voice actor, isn't it? It's the same thing. I end up info dumping too much and it scared people off a lot. No, I have a very bad info dumping problem. I totes get going on making your obsessions your identity. Yeah, that's what I do every few years, I think. I'm not officially diagnosed, but I always remember my friends going, "You like dinosaurs more than the average person above the age of 5. Let's be for real." I see. No, I was officially diagnosed. I am old enough that specifically I was diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome. So I am, let's see. When did Asperger stop being diagnosed specifically? Because it eventually became part of like just the broader scope of autism spectrum disorder, like ASD. So I'll say, you know, I'll say, when did Asperger's stop being a diagnosis? It went as late as 2013. Well, I can assure you that I was not a child in 2013. So, but regardless, before Asperger's got into that, like, broader scope of ASD, I was diagnosed with that. Yeah, actually, no, I was a child. I was actually born in 2012 and diagnosed with Asperger's in 2013, so I'm actually only 14 years old. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and sip away at a little bit more of my really bougie friendship nectar here. Oh. Oh. Tasting just the quality and difference? Holy shit. The other thing I felt like was cheap enough to be like drank out of a bottle, but this you can just, oh. You can tell that you want to sip it, partially because it's just so strong that you can't do anything but sip it. Holy fuck. Okay. Drinking at 14 must be French. Yes, I don't know. Bonjour. Bonjour, mon amis. Hold up, let me learn French right now. I'll go to Google Translate. Google Translate. And I'll go English to French. I'll translate, my name is Osian Whitlock. Je m'appelle Osian Whitlock. I'll say the world's ninth greatest detective. La neuvième plus grande détective du monde. Please don't send that to any French fellows. I think I will be, I know France, I think, did the last public guillotine, and I think that date is going to be updated to the same fucking day that you send that clip to a French-speaking individual. You know, actually, no, I would consider that an honor to be, like, the last person in history killed by a guillotine. I would do that. I would sacrifice my life for that title, I think. Like, I'd be like, OMG, it's like I'm experiencing history. That would go kind of hard on the grave, to be honest. Right? Like, the last person killed by a guillotine ever? Like, hell yeah. I got a French friend that'll laugh their ass off for that attempt. Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh, Raggy. No, please do not send that to your French friend. Your French friend. That's, yeah, I tried to combine French and friend, and it turns out those words don't like each other very much. Further proof that the French are not our friends. Anyways, I'm gonna go back to my Osian Discord. I'm on my old Discord account. Alright, and there we are. I'm now, you know, I will say hi. I will say hello in the Discord. You know what? I'm gonna advertise the Discord right now. Oh, why is there a bunch of... What is loading in the back? There we go. Anyways, if you're not already part of the Discord, there you go. There is the official Dimwit Bureau. If you're not already in the Bureau, feel free to join. If you would like, of course. Where we get to get up to occasionally playing Wordle and nothing else. I'm gonna be honest. But maybe eventually we might do something. But my problem is I don't want it to be something where you feel like you're missing out as a member of the community because of not being a part of the Discord. That just feels like gatekeeping in a way that I just really don't want to do. Like, I don't want it to be like, oh, I care more about this community than, like, you know, the Twitch community. Like, no. This right here is always going to be my primary, like, focus and my priority. And I don't want to misconstrue that. I don't want to create an environment, even if I don't mean to. I don't want to, like, feel like people are getting special treatment because they're on the Discord, which is why I don't want to do too much in there. Like, of course, I'll message in there and we'll just kind of like talk. Maybe I'll do like special polls or whatnot. But that's not a place for you all to, like, you know, this is gonna be harsh. We are not friends, right? I am a product and you are the consumer, right? You are consuming me. Speaking of which, if I ever had to cut off a limb, I would absolutely cook it and eat it. Like, I think the only thing that's stopping me from, like, trying cannibalism is the law. Like, I would... Or maybe, like, if, you know, in, like, you know, 6 years, whenever I'm, like, on my deathbed, right? Maybe I'll cut off my hand and ask someone to cook it. And be like, I really want to try human flesh. Is that... Am I crazy? Probably. Probably a little bit, right? But, like, the idea of consensual cannibalism has fascinated me for years. Not because it's something that I'm directly interested in, but rather, like, I like looking into stories that exist in, you know, in our world of, like, consensual cannibalism. Most of the time it's some freak shit, though, right? It's like, you know, it's like out of a sexual sense. And I am not a sexual cannibal. I'm just, like, a curious... Like, let it be known here, folks, I am not a cannibal. I have never once eaten human flesh. But I'm, like, a potential cannibal. I would try human flesh. But ethically, right? I'm a potential ethical cannibal. And... I remember looking into the story of one. I think it's like Armin Meiwes is his name. Hold up, let's look it up. Armin. How do you pronounce his name? Armin Meiwes pronunciation.
Armin Moose.
Moose? It's pronounced moose? Anyways, this is an individual who was famous for unaliving and eating somebody in an act of sexual pleasure. And what's fascinating to me is not necessarily the story itself, but allow me to go ahead and educate you all. in the fact that for whatever reason, the story of this individual got a fucking like SoundCloud musical. Like there is a song, at least one song. The rest of the songs on the quote-unquote musical are, let's just say, questionable whether or not they're even songs. They more so sound like demonic chanting, if I'm being completely honest with you. But I'm gonna find this fucking SoundCloud link to this song. There we go, I found it. I can't play it probably for copyright reasons, but like, if you go to the SoundCloud link I just sent you, there's a fucking like musical about this guy cannibalizing a guy out of sexual pleasure, and it's like unironically a really good song. Hold on, maybe I'm gonna like turn off my, yeah, I'm gonna make it to where you guys can't hear. I'm gonna listen to this. Guys, I know what I'm gonna I know what song I'm gonna cover. But let's see. Eating a whole limb would be way too much for you, to be honest, because we all have the nutrients we need. Like, I think the upper arm alone would be like 8,000 calories? Damn. Holy shit. You know what? Maybe I need to do that. I can finally like bulk up while going to the gym. Wonder if you can make chips with human skin. I mean, if you put it under like enough oil, you fry it long enough, probably, right? Darwin ate like all the animals he studied. It's just intellectual curiosity, trust. Exactly. It's really all it is. I'm only an intellectual. I'm not a cannibal. I think the estimate we have for the human calorie count consumption wise would be like 33. Oh my goodness. Holy shit. I just know that in one friend group, one friend wants an eye from everyone. I think an eye is something that I would not eat. I think I would try, like, I would try a hand or maybe a thigh. Like, I would absolutely eat, like, a person's thigh. Ethically, of course. Once again, I would not unalive somebody in order to eat their thigh. But if somebody offered me their thigh to cook and eat, I would 100% try it. Would it be good? I don't know. But that, like, that's the curiosity of it, right? Like, that's what I want to find out. Anyways, I'm going to stop listening to the song about cannibalism. Now I'm going to put this back on. Like, she just wants to have in a jar. Oh, okay. Like, oh, all my friends. Oh, wait, hold up. There you go. Now you can hear it again. Like, she just wants all of her friends' eyes in her jars. Honestly, that's would seem pretty cool. Like, once again, ethically, right? Like, you know, if, I don't know, in 3 years' time, and me and all my fellow VTubers have gone senile and old, and we're on our deathbeds. And, you know, I'm going to use Man on Me Rope as an example because she was here earlier, right? If Man on Me Rope was, like, dying, was like, you can have my eye if you'd want it. Like, I would, like, or, like, you know, if I asked, rather, I was like, hi, once you perish in approximately 37 seconds, can I, like, harvest your eye? And if she gave me permission, I would totally put that shit in a jar. That'd be awesome. Me personally, I'd live forever. True, same. I mean, that's why I'm so youthful and spry. I've been here for, I've been here, I'm youthful and spry, so I haven't been here that long, right? Just a little bit, but, you know, obviously, like, forever, whenever you look at the grand scheme of what forever looks like, forever, it really isn't that long of a time. A mammoth apparently has 3.6 million calories. That's, a little bit more than I eat in a day, I would say. Actually, right now, my aspiration is to get up to, like, I don't know, 1,000 calories a day, maybe? I think that'd be pretty cool. Do they have calorie, like, intake listed on my bottles that I'm drinking here? No, but they have a pretty funny number. This number, it says 50%. That's pretty funny. It actually says 50.5%. Do with that information what you will. I was searching up the calories about the human body and found a little fact. Gotcha, interesting. Am I like... If I were in the world of the anime Psychopaths, would I like fail? Would I like... Am I deemed a dangerous individual because I would try to eat another human if given the opportunity? Alcohol doesn't require nutrition counts. See, but that's the thing. I'm not partaking in alcohol. I'm partaking in friendship nectar. Very, very different. Speaking of which, cheers, everyone. Did you ever get the third? I'm supposed to get a third Longfather? Wait, what? Hold on, let me check. I don't remember seeing that on the... I don't remember seeing that I needed a third Longfather. You know, I'm gonna choose to just believe you. Let's get a third Longfather. It's a ways up. I totally fucking missed it then. Hold up. How can I turn this? There you go. Longfather number 3. I confirm I just saw it when scrolling up. When the fuck did that happen? Oh, I see a friendship I didn't do as well. Rika, who was I supposed to... Rika, are you still here? Who am I supposed to... Hold up, I gotta like, in case Rika's not here, who am I doing a friendship? Okay, hydration, I can do that because I see it now. Okay, I'm gonna message Rika. I'm gonna say, who did you want your friendship redeem to be about? And we are going to find out. No, I'm about to like tell a whole sob story. Oh yeah, I was gonna talk about more about my dreams and aspirations as a VTuber, right? So I'm gonna be vulnerable with you all for a moment. Something that I've had to struggle with for a long time. I mean, as long as I've been VTubing, right? Is in getting into a company and getting a pre-made model, right? Like, you know, this Osian Whitlock, as you see him before you, like, there's something a little off-putting about him in the sense that, like, I wasn't involved in the, you know, in me, right? Like, as you all see me, like, this, to unveil the curtain a little bit, I was essentially gifted this opportunity rather than, like, being a part of the creative process. And as such, like, there was only so much that I could really do. I also wasn't involved in my creation. I mean, fucking none of us were. I certainly fucking hope you weren't. But you know what I mean, right? Did I even let you choose from a selection? I was given the opportunity to say some things, yes. And from what I was offered, this was my choice, right? Like, from the beginning, I wanted to be your detective. But this detective has come about in such a way that, you know, I didn't necessarily choose for me to look this way and to, like, you know, be me. That's usual for companies. I was curious if they were doing something else or not, though. Yeah, no, so that's what they did. They, like, I did pick to look like this, right? But there's a difference between a multiple choice question and answering whatever you'd like. there's a lot that I'd really like to do differently. And I've definitely gotten carried away in the thought of, whenever I can, like, afford a new look, how is that gonna look, right? Also, give me just a second, y'all. Right, like, it's nice to have something that's truly you compared to something that kind of fits you. Yeah, exactly. 2.0 brainstorming. I'm gonna be honest, it is beyond brainstorming. I've already gotten a bunch of reference images together. I've already drawn my own crude idea of what a 2.0 might look like. I've already scouted out an artist that I might want to go to about a 2.0. Now, of course, I'm going to continue being Osian Whitlock. That's not going to change. It's not going to be a total rebrand. But I definitely, I want to be a part of that process. I want to look, in such a way that, like, I chose, right? Like, don't get me wrong. I am dashing. I am, like, I love how I look. And I think that, my model mama did a fantastic job. My rigging could definitely be better, but, like, I'm happy with how this came out. But there's a lot of things that, I'd want to change. He's going to be the 8th greatest detective. I could never, that's, I think, too far beyond my reach, right? I wouldn't want to impose. But I've considered what it would look like quite a lot. I've considered how I would go about, if I do a 2.0, I know that I would do a new debut. I would essentially do my debut stream from a year and a half ago. I would just do that again, but with the new model and with a few extra things that obviously I don't want to spoil because, like, that's something I do want to save toward, right? That now that I'm finally going to be in a better financial situation after my move, there's a lot I want to do. I want to get art. Like, I right now, especially after the closure of the company I was associated with, I've sort of felt like a pseudo VTuber in the sense that, like, there's a difference between doing this as a hobby and pursuing it seriously, and I've definitely been more in the former rather than the latter. Like, I just kind of stream for fun. I have good times. I, like, play the games I want to play, and I, like, goof off, right? But there's a difference between that and just the way that I would present myself if I wanted to take it a lot more seriously, right? If I wanted to, like, feel a lot more professional as a content creator and as, like, an active member in the VTubing sphere. And that's something that, I'm very interested in, right? Like, that desire of mine to pursue that sort of lifestyle has not diminished. That's something that I knew going into VTubing that I wanted to pursue, and that's never gone away. Now, I've definitely, been going through life, and I've never really pursued it for specific reasons, primarily financially, if I'm being real with you. But very soon here, like, I'm going to be in a significantly greater financial situation. I will be able to pursue that if I so please. Of course, I'm going to prioritize actually taking care of myself and doing some important things, but, like, yeah, becoming a hard-boiled PI, yeah, like, I want to take it a lot more seriously. I want to, I want to put out song covers with, like, art and mixing, and I want to, I want to do a proper, like, debut with a debut announcement video that I'd, like, go to somebody to, like, edit the video and everything. I want to have my own overlays, right? Like, because even this, if I go to this, right, if I, like, take this is just the same background I got as a member of that company, right? I was spoon-fed so many of the resources that I have, but, like, I'm in a better situation now. I'm gonna be able to actually do what I wanted to from the beginning. Maybe I can, like, start reaching out to people to get sponsorships and merchandise. I can take less hours of my work, right? There's so much exciting. It's gonna take a fuck ton of work. but it's something that I'm very excited to do, and I feel like I can finally actually do. I'm now in that position to pursue that lifestyle. And I don't want to let that, like, I don't want to let this transitional period, like, leave me. This is a great opportunity, and I want to take it, you know? You have a Magical Sweet 15, Osian. We believe in you. You will get that Raid Shadow Legend sponsor. Yeah. Which today's stream is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. My favorite hero is, I don't know, Blog Glorp, the orc alien, and he uses his vomit to attack his enemies, and he's just so cool. An Oz plushie would go so hard on the desk, but if I do get a plushie, odds are, I'm gonna be real with you, it wouldn't look like this. It would probably look significantly, or not significantly. I've already began planning what I want to look like in the future. That's already something that, like, I know the general idea. I'm not going to share it quite yet. That's going to remain knowledge for me and me alone. But, like, you know, I want to be able to have that design and, like, get plushies and get merch and, like, it's just something that still feels like a world away. It's like something that's only attainable in my dreams, but, like, I want to believe that dreams can come true, and I'm gonna work toward that, even if it's nothing but a, you know, the foolish, naive aspirations of a simple man. In the meantime, I think I'll keep working toward it and hoping that I can make that come true. Also, I'm gonna check my bank account real quick because I might just, like, get that tits that we were talking about earlier. I get paid on Wednesday. I don't have any food for tomorrow, but I could always just walk to the store and get more trail mix. We're doing it. Fuck it. Buy now. We're doing it. All right, it's bought. I've bought tits. I'm opening up the tits launcher now. Using your grocery money to buy tits, huh? No, what? Me never. Okay, how does it work now? You can throw bikes at me? Well, you can throw fish at me? Obviously, I'm gonna say that you throw fish at me. Okay, how does this work? I use mine for a signed Monarch poster and I don't regret it. Oh, well, you used what on a signed Monarch poster? I assume you mean money. Pickups homie, transitions is terrifying, but also the most fun. Many doors open. Yeah, like that's, like there's just so much that I want to do upon making that transition. I'm gonna be honest. I have already started planning and practicing for my first 2 song covers. And that's something that I only want to do after I've already made the transition to the new model. Like, I want to debut my first song cover alongside my new model. Like that's something that I've already thought about. I already have planned. And I already don't. I mean, obviously, if I'm practicing, I already know what song it's gonna be too. That sounds peak. Yes, I like to think it is. I've got a lot of ideas that I'm cooking, but it's gonna require some time, you know. All right, how am I? How do I do? How do I integrate this with VTube Studio? Oh, oh, holy shit, bless me. Now, apparently, I'm sneezing up a storm now. Okay. Well, I'm gonna turn on my desktop audio. It's gonna be eerily silent for a bit as I watch the tutorial that's on this website. Hello, random person who's helping me with tits. I'm already in tits. Okay, I have to connect to Twitch. Okay, so I have to. Oh, we're doing a stretch. So I gotta. I will stand up and we will. Oh. Oh, holy shit. Why does specifically my arms feel like they need to be stretched? Oh, stretch. Oh. Getting like my triceps a lot in this. Oh, I'm gonna stretch my back a little bit as well. I probably need this. I am. Oh, holy fuck. Stretch my arms a little bit. Oh, thank you. I am being kept alive thanks to your goodwill and your spending of your points. Hello, the person is helping me with tits. No, we're gonna get this set up right now. Um. Okay, so I need to connect it to my Twitch apparently. No, I do not want to quit tits. How do I get to that page? Yes, authorize tits to access my Twitch. Okay, that's connected. All right, cat, I need you off my tape or off my desk. Okay, that's connected. Okay, I need to go to VTube Studio plugins. Okay, so let's go to that real quick. Go to that. I will click this. Okay, I started that. All right, I've enabled that. So now I need to go back into tits. I need to connect this. Why is it not like letting me connect it in the same way that it is in the video though? Oh wait, there we go. What? Why is it not letting me like just connect in the same way? Do I need to find a more recent video maybe? Your tits look heavy. Lovely background as I eat spaghetti. Oh, I wish I had some fucking spaghetti right now. I'm actually so fucking hungry right now. Use the tits soon. I hope we can use the tits soon. I hope that we can get tits set up by the end of today. I'm gonna so maybe I have a more recent version of tits. I'm gonna say how to set up tits 2026. Here's one from 2024. Okay, this video is showing what I'm seeing from tits. Okay, so let's go into tits. Let's find the trigger manager. I'm gonna call it throw fish. It's gonna be redeemed with channel points. Okay, let's see. Oh, so I need to name the redeem. Okay, so I have to make a Twitch redeem first. So I'm gonna do that now. Right now, it will not throw fish at me. So please do not spend your channel points on throwing fish because it's not going to work yet. So please don't do that. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna do this. I'm going to. I'm going to name it throw fish. It's gonna say throw a fish at me. You monster. And it's gonna. How do I make it look angry? There we are. I'll make it cost, I don't know, 100 to start. And of course, the background color of it's going to be blue. Okay, there is now a throw fish redeem. Do not spend it yet. I'll spend it though. Okay, so that I did that. There we are. All right. I'm not trying to like do anything crazy with that. I want to be hit by all the fish. Yeah, what is that setting? I can like make it to where y'all hit me in specific areas. I just want you to hit my face. Just give me the little fucking fish scales right in my mouth. I don't need to go through that. Just how do I connect to the VTube Studio? It didn't actually show me how to connect to the VTube Studio. Ah. Please align the overlay with your model in OBS. Okay, hold on. So what if I game game capture tits? That's showing all of it. That is showing the whole fucking thing. Uh, we're gonna delete that. Let's try that again. Game capture. That tits, but now allow transparency. What, and then line this up with myself? We're gonna act like y'all can't see this as I line this up. Let's make this a little smaller. Just a little bit, wee bit smaller. Okay. Now, how do I make sure that you can't fucking see the whole fucking thing, though? Now. Oh? Oh? But no, I want to actually move when things get thrown at me. Okay. We're getting somewhere, though, right? Because you can start to see the vision. One, if I redeemed the message. Okay, so, but now I want to make it to where it only throws fish at me. Yeah, I want it to only target my face. I want it to only be fish. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Okay. Now if I wait, oh, hold on. So let's do throw fish redeem. That was a bike. That was not a bike. Or that was not a fish. Okay, hold on. We're learning. That's what this is. That toggles the UI. Wait, is that let's say there's F10 to toggle that? No. By the way, the UI is gone now, but I want to like fucking like I want to get hit by it, right? So how do I do that? Okay, I'm gonna make it to where you guys can't see it again. You know what? I will set this up tomorrow. How about that? As of tomorrow, you will be able to throw fish at me. So let me temporarily, I'll disable the throw fish redeem. And then tomorrow you can throw fish to your heart's content. Hopefully, maybe, probably. Because I do want to stream tomorrow. What will the stream be? I don't fucking know. I don't know what we're going to do tomorrow. Let me get the music back on. Pop. So yeah, so we will probably stream something tomorrow. Do I already have Disco Elysium downloaded? Because if so, that'll probably be what we play. And if not, then I'll start that download now. I've not downloaded it yet. I'm going to download it now. There we are. Alrighty. So yes, I hope you are all ready and excited to throw fish at me, but alas, I don't think we'll get it set up tonight. That'll be fun though. I'm excited about it, especially once I get especially once I finally get a fucking second monitor. Let me tell you, once I get this first paycheck at my new place, now that I don't need to worry about rent at my old place and new place combined, and like I'll actually be able to start having a little bit of spending money, I think my very first purchase on my new paycheck is going to be a new monitor. Actually, I could make a bad decision. Because technically I have a Best Buy credit card. I could spend that money on a monitor now. I'll be able to pay it off at that time before it accrues any interest. I'm gonna go grab my wallet real quick. We might be doing a little bit of money, a little bit of purchasing. If I can find my wallet, where is it? Ruh-roh. Did I mislocate it? Well, at the very least, I found my tape measure, so I can see how big my screen is. Let's see. If I wanted to get a matching screen, then I would get what my screen is. That says 24 inches long across. So if I went diagonally, it would be about 28 inches. Okay. So if the sauce is getting to him, never. Cheers, everyone. So if I went to Best Buy's website right now, if I went computer monitor, then insert my computer monitor brand. I'm gonna guess I probably have this one because that says 27 inch, which is pretty close to what I've got. And it looks like the base is the same and everything. At the very least, that's a very similar monitor to what I have. Osian, get some food? Yeah, but this is like specifically a Best Buy credit card I have, right? Like, that money's not getting spent. Don't count your chicks before they hatch. See, but like, I know they're gonna hatch, so I might as well count now. Look, I need you all to let me make bad decisions. Look, if I ordered this one now, I could get it by the 16th. Pretty sure what I have would be considered a 27-inch monitor, so let's look that up. Because I literally want this exact same monitor again. Like, that's my goal here. Look, this one's only $200, right? On my next paycheck, I could definitely do that. Or this one actually might be the exact copy of my current monitor. No, it's not an exact copy, but it looks pretty similar. This one's only 170, right? Like, that's nothing. But alas, I suppose you're all right. I'll prioritize eating food. But like, what do I even eat, right? Like, I've eaten nothing but scraps for so long that I am accustomed to this lifestyle. 170 is a whole paycheck after bills. Not for me anymore. Not for me. It's a lot more than that. It is. We're still talking about quadruple digits after bills. So I am A-okay. It's the magic of no longer living alone in this fucking economy. It's amazing. The magic of getting a place that's like barely more expensive than my old place, but has 2 more bedrooms. Oh man, I am getting a little bit tired though, so I do think I will be going relatively soon. I feel like there was like so much more I wanted to talk about today. Like, for example, something I know for a fact I wanted to talk about. So I've been doing all of this moving and I was so fucking burnt out from it. But then on Wednesday and Thursday, I'm pretty sure, at my detective duties, detective boss came to me and yeah, fucking, like, I was so tired of, like, packing and unpacking, building things and taking apart things, and I'm just like, I just wanted to be over already. And of course, on, like, Wednesday and Thursday of this week, Detective Boss comes to me and is like, hey, while you're sitting here just doing your, you know, you're just doing your office time, you're just sitting at your desk anyways, I just got the office 2 new TVs and a bookshelf that need, you know, these all need to be set up and, like, put together. You think you could do that for me? Pain, why? Why in the same week that I have to move, do I have to fucking open more boxes while at work and fucking put together a bookshelf? I'm so tired of it. I don't want to do it anymore. That fucking bookshelf, it took me 4 fucking hours to put together that bookshelf. On the instructions, it said electric tools recommended, but with all of the like screws and everything for the bookshelf, they provided this little tiny screwdriver just in case you don't have a drill. In my case, I didn't have a drill, and so I had to do it by hand. And if I were to estimate, there were probably somewhere around 80 screws on that bookshelf, if I were to guess. I know for a fact that on the back side of it alone, there were 40. As I was like putting up like the wood that like sits on the back of the bookshelf. And I'm gonna guess that that was only about half of it, as I'm like thinking about how many I had to put on there. And it fucking sucked. With like a little tiny, completely ass screwdriver. By the time I finished, my fingers were like bright red and tender. Like I could just like touch something and like I'd get sent this massive shock of pain. It sucked. It was so ass. But you know what? We got through it, and I got paid a fuck ton of money just to be there making a bookshelf. So that's how I rationalize it in my brain without going insane. Are your hands all right now? Yes. I did have to check, though. They are no longer in pain. Speaking of no longer being in pain, cheers, everyone. Alright, we're done with that for the night. Holy shit. Last bit of water as well to cap that off. Ooh. Should have summoned me with magic to build the bookshelf in your place. Oh, why didn't I think of that? I'll just summon people to do the work for me next time. Duh. No, that would be really, really great, but I feel like I don't have a strong affinity for magic. Even if magic were real, I feel like I'd be really bad at it. You know, as a bit of an intellectual myself, I feel like many people would say that, oh my goodness, Osian, you're so wizard-coded. You're so magic-coded. You would know all the spells, and you would be able to learn it all. Like, fuck no, I wouldn't. Even, like, if I were a D&D character, right, like, I still wouldn't be able to fucking cast spells. I would just hit shit with a knife. That'd be me. I'd be a rogue, if anything. The bookshelf was a model kit. I can get that done in no time. Unfortunately, I don't think it was. Think of magic like chemistry? Okay, I'm even more fucked. That's what I'm hearing. There's no way in hell I'm doing anything magic related if it's like chemistry. Because I am big dumb. I am bad at anything that relates to thinking. And that, unfortunately, involves chemistry. So, though, like, I am much more of we'll call it a philosophical mind. And by that, I mean, back in ye olden days when I was in high school, I was a member of the philosophy club. I, willingly, of my own volition, I would go and sit with other, like, people around my age and the teachers who were a part of it, because there was actually multiple teachers who would participate in philosophy club, and we would all just sit around and talk about, like, these philosophical concepts. And that's just, like, what my brain is naturally wired to. I think, you know, it's part of, you know, this aspect of biology I hear some people consider bullshit anyways, but like the whole idea of being left-brained and right-brained. And in my case, I am very much right-brained. I am a lot more in tune with my artistic and creative side, and like a lot more in tune with my emotions, rather than like being logical and smart and understanding things like, I don't know, math and science. Like, yuck, ew. I could never. Hold up, Devi, you're gonna be the next person I warn now. Hold up, I'm just gonna say ill in your reason for being warned. It's okay, I'm pretty sure the warnings don't actually do anything besides just sending you an extra little message from me. Probably. Oh, we've been going for more than 3 hours? What? I've been yapping? What the fuck have we spoken about for 3 hours? You've been here for 3 hours? What the fuck? You know what? I'm not going to question it, and I also feel bad for taking up this much of your time, so I'm going to be going in a moment. But, yeah. Is there anything else I really want to say? There was, yeah, like, I feel like we haven't spoken about anything. I feel like I didn't even go on any, like, rants or complaining. I just kind of, like, tried to set up tits and, I don't know, drank occasionally. That's it. That was today's stream. I talked about Impreg and Femboy sagas and a lot of various things. All I know is I was the only student that didn't blow up the classroom. Well, that means I think you're good at chemistry then, maybe. Or bad. Maybe the idea is to blow up the classroom. See, that's my problem. I couldn't be in a chemistry class because my objective would be mass extinction. Anyways, I think we are going to go ahead and stalk our prey. And by that, I mean we are going to find who we are raiding into. Who is live? We're gonna raid. I do have somebody that we're gonna raid into. We're going to raid into one Clotho v Melodium. So, thank you all so much for being around. I will be back tomorrow. I don't know what we're gonna do yet. We're gonna figure it out. And then I'm going to set up a schedule for the next week. It should be super, super exciting. It's so nice to be back, y'all. I've missed this so much. And I missed you guys so much. I'm going to be parasocial with you all. See you, old man. Nice to have you back and richer than ever. Eat, shaking my head, or shaking my SMT? What does SMT mean? Shaking my thing? I don't think you're allowed to do that on stream. Also, was the 1/5 longest, and in my defense, it's because no one wanted me in their chem groups because they thought I was dumb, which was my plan to avoid my classmates. It's actually a really good plan. If for whatever reason I ever, like, de-age into a high schooler, I will remember that. I will be stupid, so that way I don't have to associate with anyone. But yes, thank you all so much for sticking around. I will be back tomorrow. It's genuinely so nice to be back. I will see you all again soon, but for now, let's go ahead and consider this case closed. Have a fantastic evening, everyone.